This is my level 70 Aurelia the Baroness build in Borderlands the pre-sequel. I'll go over all the skills that I recommend putting your points into, as well as ones that I haven't spec'd into that I recommend as well, especially for beginners, and all the guns and gear as well. So this is the build here. And the points, the skills that I'd recommend putting your points into that I haven't spec'd into would be protect your assets, which could help you if you are a beginner and struggling with keeping yourself alive, as this increases your shield capacity as well as your max health. Podsnapppery, which increases your shield recharge delay and your fire rate. Whiteout, so basically this decreases the enemy damage of nearby enemies while your action skill is active. So all of these could help you keep you alive and all that. And the other ones that I have put like 1 point into and stuff is like I never miss, is maxing this out is good. Maxing out only the best is good. But yeah. Then I'll start on the left tree. So we've got the Markswoman, increases critical hit damage and aid speed with all gun types. The crit damage is 60% with the class mod, and the aim speed is 200%. Then we've got Only the Best, which increases bullet speed with all gun types as well as magazine size for sniper rifles. The bullet speed is 120% with 1 point in it with the class mod on, and magazine is a +6, while increasing this even further if you spec this fully out. But I don't think it's necessary. Warning shot. After missing a shot with a sniper rifle, you gain increased fire rate, accuracy, critical hit damage, and weapon swap speed for a few seconds. These bonuses apply to all gun types. So basically you could shoot your sniper once, gain the bonus, swap weapons, and then kill the enemies with the other gun, and then you gain the bonus. Or you can just keep using the sniper as well. But basically you just shoot the gun, let it miss, and then you get this bonus up. So the fire rate's 35%, accuracy is 45%, critical hit damage is 35%, and the weapon swap speed is 50%. So that weapon swap speed also helps you out as well. So you can just quickly switch guns, and then when this goes away, just shoot sniper, and then it's back up. Long range killer, your shots deal bonus damage based on the distance to your target. The further away you are from the target, the greater the bonus is. The damage bonus goes up to 60% of damage dealt. So if you're very far away and you're sniping enemies from long range, you just deal far more damage. Culling the herd, scoring a critical hit increases gun damage for a few seconds. The gun damage is 30%. Silver lining, killing an enemy with a critical hit adds a bullet to your gun's magazine. Does not work with rocket launchers though. Magic bullet, scoring a critical hit with a sniper rifle causes you to regenerate health for a few seconds. So there's also another one that's beginner friendly, as this is healing you. The closer you are to the enemies, the more health regenerated. Additionally, scoring a critical hit damage with a sniper rifle creates a healing nova centered on the enemies, healing in nearby allies and granting them a second win if needed. Healing novas restore more health the further you are from your target. Like, the reason why I personally don't use like Whiteout and stuff, but they are good, is because I've just played this game for so long that I don't need it. I can usually get myself back up, but just for solely someone that's not that great at games, or they're just starting out, whatever, these are great skills to spec into. Then we've got I Never Miss. Shooting an enemy with a sniper rifle grants you a stack of I Never Miss. Critical hits that would grant a stack of I Never Miss grants 2 stacks instead, increasing sniper rifle critical hit damage for each stack of I Never Miss. All stacks are lost when you fire a sniper rifle and miss. So you can gain about 1,000 stacks and get about a 3 to like 4% per stack times 999. So that's quite a lot more damage with the snipes. But I just think 1 point's enough, because if you do miss and you have 500 stacks, then all your stacks have lost. So that's the only downside to this, but it is decent to have. Large caliber increases gun damage and reload speed, but decreases the mag size. These bonuses and penalties apply to all gun types. The gun damage is 50%, load speed is 25%, and the magazine is minus 43%. And custom loads. When zoomed in with a sniper rifle, a wheel scrolls by with icons featuring each of the elemental damage types. Time your shots with the highlighted icon to add that element to your shot, and each subsequent shot until you zoom out. Scoring a critical hit in this manner creates a small nova, dealing additional elemental damage to nearby enemies. The bonus elemental damage is 30% of damage dealt. Critical nova damage, 15% of damage dealt as well. So basically, it will just pop up with a bunch of different elements, and then you can just basically have a skull masher that does fire damage as well. So that's pretty cool. Then we've got avalanche, dealing cryo damage to an enemy grants you a stack of avalanche. You may only gain a single avalanche stack from each enemy. Each stack of avalanche grants a bonus to cryo damage and freeze chance. Avalanche stacks began to decay after a short time and decay quickly upon dealing incendiary damage or entering fight for your life. Cryo damage per stack is 1.5%, the freeze charge is 0.8%, and the max stacks is 100. This is with the class mod bonus as well, which the class mod is the Celestial Baroness. Better Riposte. Taking damage from an enemy while your shield is fully charged fires an ice dart at the enemy, dealing cryo damage. Ice dart rank, damage rank is 6, and that is with the class mod bonus, which you can get a ranked 10 with the class mod. Frigid Touch. Kill skill. Killing an enemy causes a portion of cryo damage dealt to enemies to be converted into healing for a short time. The cryo damage lifesteal is 10%. This is another great healing skill if you are using cryo weapons, which this build is revolving around mainly using cryo weapons. And I've got Short Summer. I just put 1 point into this just to proc it and gain just stacks with this. You don't need to max it out. It's basically dealing cryo damage to an enemy while Cold as Ice is active, grants you a stack of Short Summer, improves action skill cooldown rate and shield recharge delay for each stack of Short Summer. Stacks began to decay once Cold as Ice ends, and all stacks are lost upon activating Cold as Ice. Cooldown rate is 0.15% per stack. Shield recharge delay is minus 0.2% per stack, and the max stacks is 200. Fragment Rain. When your frost shard attaches to an enemy, it has a chance to spawn ice fragments, which fly towards nearby enemies and deal cryo damage. The first time your frost shard attaches to an enemy after being thrown, it will always spawn ice fragments. Fragments chance is 35%. Also forgot to ask at the start of the video if you guys could give us a like and subscribe as well, and I'll bring some more builds like this. Potentially for Borderlands 3, but we'll just probably move on to Borderlands 4 as that's quite close by. Frostbite. Enemies damaged by your frost shards or ice fragments are frostbitten, causing them to take increased cryo damage for a few seconds. Additionally, enemy shields are disrupted while frostbitten, increasing cryo damage dealt to shielded enemies even further. Cryo damage bonus is 35%. The shielded cryo damage bonus is 55%. So that's definitely a must-have, as well as frostbitten. Cold Advance, increase critical hit damage. Additionally, scoring a critical hit while Cold as Ice is active extends its duration. Skill has diminishing returns, so the crit damage is 30% and the shard duration is plus 2.5 seconds. You've got Wintertide, kill skill, killing an enemy causes all of your non-cryo guns to deal cryo damage along with these usual element types and causes cryo guns to deal even more cryo damage. So it just gives you just an enhanced 25% more cryo damage with everything after killing an enemy. Duchess. Killing an enemy grants you a stack of Duchess. You gain increased accuracy for each stack of Duchess. All stacks of Duchess are lost upon your death or the death of your servant. The max Duchess stacks is 350 with the accuracy at a 0.8% per stack with the class mod. Contractual obligations. Holding the right stick down to present a contract to the allies. If an ally signs the contract by melee attacking you, when they become your servant and you become their master, you deal increased gun damage and your servant gains increased shield capacity while your contract is in effect. This contract is terminated only upon the death of either party. You may only be involved in a single contract at a time and may not offer a new contract while bound by a pre-existing contract. So the master gun damage is 15%. And the servant's shield capacity is 10. Valet. While your servant kills an enemy, you gain a stack of Valet. You and your servants gain increased reload speed for each stack of Valet. All stacks of Valet are lost upon termination of your contract. Valet does nothing when you do not have a servant. So the max Valet stacks is 100 with the master reload speed of 0.4% per stack and the servant reload speed of 0.3% per stack. Then we've got quality, not quantity. Increases gun damage and fire rate when using guns of blue rarity or greater. Decreased gun damage and fire rate with using guns of green rarity or lesser. So the rear gun damage is 50% and the rear gun fire rate is 30%, while the peasant gun damage and fire rate is minus 10%. That is with the class mod bonus as well. You first, killing an enemy restores a portion of your servant's shield, restoring 55% of your servant's shield. All glory to the master. Killing an enemy who was first damaged by your servant converts one stack of valet into one stack of glory. You and your servants gain increased critical hit damage for each stack of glory you have. All stacks of glory are lost upon termination of your contract. Max glory stacks is 250. Max critical hit damage is 0.4% per stack, and the servant's critical hit damage is 0.2% of stacks. So I thought this was quite helpful because it just increases more damage with you and just converts the valet ones, which is reload speed, to crit damage, and then you gain both pretty much. And then next to cleanliness, increases gun damage and reload speed with all guns that are not incendiary, corrosive, or explosive. So mainly this character revolves around using cryo damage. So this one's very helpful with increasing every other type of gun, non-elemental or shock or cryo. But if you do use a lot of incendiary, corrosive, or explosive and don't want to spec into like cryo stuff or whatever, but this is what the best build is, then yeah, you definitely don't want to pick this if you're not, or if you are using incendiary, corrosive, or explosive, and that's it. But yeah, for the guns, we've got the pitchfork, the torrent, and then I'll go through the shields and stuff first. We've got the Shield of Ages, which is the highest capacity shield in the game. Then we've got the Bulwark for laser damage, as well as absorption and damage resistance. Reogenator for the elemental resistance. The Sham for the absorb chance at 94% that you pair with the Logan's gun, which is here. So you put the Sham shield on, you put this gun on at a low level, shoot the ground, and then you basically have infinite rockets. You've got the Rerouter. It's basically just like a bad B shield, but just increases gun damage, but it will drain your shield, and then you can't get that bonus till the shield's back up. But I still keep it in my inventory. Then we've got a purple adaptive shield just for the elemental resistance again, and a naught just for the instant recharge delay. Then we've got a cryo transfusion grenade for the health steal, as well as freezing enemies with the cryo. A quasar for the shock damage, Stormfront for the shock damage, Mega Nade just for cryoing enemies, Data Scrubber for the shock damage, and a Snowball for cryoing enemies as well as damaging them. They've got a Shredder Fire, Hail, Laser Discer, Thorny or Rosy. Also with the Loonshine, the critical hit damage plus 10% is also worth having as well. But this one's also got the 30% for chances, 30% chance for shots to ignore enemy shields. And then we've got 2 times Zim, Mongol, Flacker, which you pair with a rocket launcher. So you'll shoot this first, then swap to the Mongol with your D-pad, and then you'll deal the Flacker damage, or you'll deal the rocket damage with the Flacker bullets. We've got a Company Man, Bullpup, Wombat, Fatal, Phrygia, Meat Grinder, Fast Talker, Pitchforks, All Elements, and a Long Nail. Then we've got the Droogs, which is the, what's it called? The code ones. I can't remember exactly what they're called. Skullmasher, Kanita's Laser, the Fragman, which is basically the Unkept Herald, Butterboom with all elements, Absolute Zero, Long Nail, all elements, the Magma, which is basically the Volcano from Borderlands 2, Omni Cannon, Excalibastard, Quick Change Butterboom. So you can either grab the Quick Change one or the Heaped. They are both good. Low level Logan's Gun, a low level Droog. Pretty sure I just use that just for gaining I Never Miss stacks, because I won't kill the enemy, and then you can just keep continuously firing at the enemy and then gain 990 stacks, and then swap to your level 70 gun and then just deal massive damage, especially against bosses. Like, you will just shred bosses with this sniper critical hit damage if you don't miss your shots. So you lose the stacks. So basically that's just to gain the 1,000 stacks. I've got the Probe just for self-healing. Heartbreaker, which I don't think's in the game. It might be a modded one. I can't fully remember. But this also heals you. It's just a great shotgun. A Moonscaper just for shooting at the ground and for movement. The Machine. And you want that in all elements as well. And that's about it. I'll just show you the skills again. But yeah, if you thought this video was helpful, you give us a like and subscribe. They're much appreciated. And I will pop out some more videos. I have a couple more Borderlands the pre-sequel ones to do. And then I might do some Borderlands 3 ones before Borderlands 4 comes out. And then we'll move on to Borderlands 4, which hopefully will be a great game. Fingers crossed. But yeah, see you guys on the next one. So peace.